Hello everyone, this is Mary Roan Apilar. So for today's video, we will gonna answer question about Verity by Colleen Hoovers. So the first question is, what is the genre of the book? Why do you think this book is categorized on that? So the genre of the Colleen Hoovers book Verity is novel, thriller, fiction, romance novel, and suspense. So the reason it fits into that category is that Verity is creepy, sleek, unnerving, stylistically compelling, and I found it difficult to pull myself away from her. So, Verity is a perplexing tale with a clever twist that introduces Lowen, a writer who is struggling financially. After a recent passing of her mother, Ashley is a struggling writer on a verge of bankruptcy. When she accepts the job offer of a lifetime, Verity Crawford, a best-selling novelist, is unable to finish the remaining volume in her popular series. So her husband Jeremy Crawford has hired Lowen to finish the series for him. So question number 2, what are the formula, sub-formula, and motifs found in the novel leading to the genre of the book? So readers who are paying attention will probably guess the major narrative surprise in the third act within the first few chapters. So to be fair, Hoovers does include a second, far more creative surprise. But this does not change the fact that the narrative has been substantially done before. Even if they are one of the book's most fascinating aspects, the gloomy themes raise their own problems. Numerous serious subjects are covered in Verity, including child abuse, violent, drug usage, and explicit sexual material. Some of these darker themes are essential to the plot and actually advance the narrative, while other components have the unintentional shock factor feel to them. So the third question is that, what is your opinion about the book discussion club? So I never would have realized from reading this book that Hoover doesn't usually write thrillers. It's gloomy, gory, and full of tension. However, the climax feels a little unrealistic and relies on individuals responding in forced ways to make it work. And additionally, this novel isn't as twisted as some mystery thrillers. She absolutely captures the thriller atmosphere and the page-turner tempo. Instead, Jeremy Crawford, the spouse of Verity Crawford, and the romantic element of it dominate the story for the most part. So question number 4, what are the insights you gain about the book upon watching the discussion club and reading the spoiler blog? Which of these that you agree the most and at least? So sincerely, this book is probably a very good example of the mystery thriller romance novel. If you like the notion of those kind of books, especially if you appreciate the scary and suspenseful atmosphere, I knew I would be interested. For me, I knew that it would be interested in Verity because I really enjoy romance books, and I was pleasantly surprised by how much better it was done, and I was delighted to satisfy my curiosity about this author, since I simply aim to read more works by her because I'm interested in the genres of novels she writes. So for the 5th question, if you would change the ending of the story, how are you going to present your own version of truth? So before we answer that question, let's re-examine the exciting story for that novel. So it is intriguing to determine which of the two version, whether the text or the letter, is accurate. The fact that it is introduces us to all the character dual personalities throughout the novel. In contrast, is it Jeremy a kind, loving victim or a cunning husband killer? Or Lowen a codependent, manipulative woman who chose on a bed like her predecessor and kills when she can't have Jeremy all by herself? Or is she an innocent person who just happened to fall in love with Jeremy? So consequently, in my opinion, the letter of the conclusion is not addressed to Jeremy. Why? Because if it's addressed to Jeremy, it wouldn't have described Verity and Jeremy interaction. As he drove to stage the accident, she continued by describing how he saw her open her eyes and instantly knew she wanted to be immobilized. In the end, Verity, the master of deception, even after her death, lost since the letter didn't reach Lowen and didn't have the desired effect on severing her connection. So let's proceed to the last question. Among the character in the novel, which of them that you think to be blamed on the death of Verity? So for me, I can't hold anybody responsible for Verity's passing, because whether it was an accident or Verity accidentally murdered Harper, I believe Jeremy tried to murder Verity before choosing Lowen to take her place. He probably chose to play this cruel game by bringing poor lovesick Lowen into a picture and sleeping with her because Verity didn't pass away in that accident and he was certain she was pretending to be injured. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy and see you to my next video. Bye bye.